month-by-month development timeline of the Xperia Play. 2006 The first PlayStation phone concept March 2006. Sony Computer Entertainment files a patent for a PlayStation phone. Internal RD teams explore combining mobile telephony, PlayStation gaming hardware concepts, a PSP-style control layout. April-December 2006. Early feasibility studies begin. Key challenges identified. Brand licensing between Sony divisions. Battery life constraints. Heat management for gaming hardware. Concept remains confidential. 2007. Rumors public denials January-May 2007. Sony Ericsson explores gaming-centric handset prototypes. Discussions around integrating the PlayStation UI. XMB. June 2007. David Reeves of Sony Computer Entertainment Europe publicly denies knowledge of a PlayStation phone. Internal tension grows over branding control. August 2007. A Games Convention. Sony Ericsson executive Peter Ahnegaard gives ambiguous comments. Public speculation increases significantly. September-December 2007. Prototype experimentation. PSP-style slide mechanism considered. Evaluation of early mobile GPU capabilities. No formal green light yet. 2008. A PSP-style phone development begins January 2008. Official Sony magazine reports a PSP-style phone in development. Internal codename discussions begin. February-June 2008. Hardware feasibility studies. Slide-out gamepad mechanism. Touch-sensitive center pad. Dedicated shoulder buttons. July-December 2008. Android emerges as a viable OS candidate. Debate internally. Proprietary Sony OS. Modified Android platform. Android eventually favored for ecosystem flexibility. 2009. A cancellation revival January 2009. Reports claim PlayStation phone project cancelled. Major conflict. Sony unwilling to license PlayStation brand unless producing device independently. February-April 2009. Fallout between Sony and Sony Ericsson. Project enters internal suspension phase. May 2009. CEO Hideki Kamiyama expresses desire to combine PlayStation branding similar to Walkman phones, Cybershot phones. Project quietly revived. June 2009. Nikkei reports hybrid cell phone Game Gear in development to compete with iPhone. July-December 2009. Hardware architecture finalized. Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset. Android base OS. Slide-out PSP Goa-inspired controls. 2010. A prototype leaks codename Zeus January-May 2010. Internal prototype phase. Android 2.2. Froyo. Builds tested. Touchpad and micros support integrated. June 2010. The Wall Street Journal reports Sony preparing gaming smartphone. August 2010. Engadget leaks major details. Android OS. PSP Go-style slide. Gaming buttons. September 2010. Prototype benchmark testing. Codename confirmed internally as Zeus. October 29, 2010. More leaks show. Android 2.2 Froyo. Xperia branding absent. Multiple devices in testing. One running Android 2.3 Gingerbread. December 1, 2010. Greece video leak shows device running Android 2.3. Rumored name Sony Ericsson's E1. December 3, 2010. Clearer videos reveal. PlayStation icon. Ross Media Bar style interface. 2011. A finalization launch January 2011. January 5. Engadget publishes final design photos. Dual branding visible. PlayStation. Xperia. January 6. Benchmarks leaked. 59.1 FPS performance. January 10. Video shows PlayStation games running. Emulator speculation begins. January 12. Device teardown images leak from Chinese website. Final hardware confirmed. February 2011. A official reveal early February. Super Bowl commercial leak circulates online. February 6. Official announcement via Facebook event. Xperia Play branding confirmed. February 13. More specs released. March 2011. Originally planned launch window. Minor production. Logistics delays. April 2011. A global launch April 1. Launch in UK, Ireland, Spain, April 28, Canadian launch via Rogers Wireless, May 2011. A United States launch mid-May, delayed. US launch pushed, May 26, official US launch via Verizon, July 2011, Indonesia launch on XL Axiata, September 2011. September 8, Sony Ericsson confirms Android 4.0 update, September 18, Xperia Play 4G released for AT, features HSPA+, stealth blue color, 2012. A ice cream sandwich cancellation May 25, 2012. Android 4.0 update officially cancelled, reason stability concerns after beta testing. However, ICS firmware leaks, bootloader unlocking required, warranty voided, related device. Sony's Xperia Neo L, essentially Xperia Play without gamepad, ships with ICS, post-launch developer modding era, 2012 a 2017 2012 a 2014, custom kernels enable ICS functionality with gamepad support. Touchpad support lost after Android 4.2 in custom ROMs, 2015 a 2017. Community ports Android 7.1.2 via Lineage OS. Gamepad remains functional. Touchpad no longer usable. As registered emulation homebrew culture. Because it runs Android, Xperia Play becomes popular for emulation. Supports emulators for Atari 2600, Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, PlayStation Portable. It effectively became a cult classic retro handheld. At Y-Section Development Summary, 2006-2008, Concept and Patent Phase 2009, Cancellation Revival 2010. Heavy leak cycle and finalization 2011, official launch and global rollout 2012+, abandoned official support, thriving mod community. Next alternative development timeline for a sequel to this device.